Hi, this is Eric Stromquist. Welcome to Control Talk 2.0. My guest today is John Petze, one of the co-founders of Sky Foundry. John, welcome.
Thanks a lot, Eric. Really happy to be here.
Well, awesome. Well, hey, listen, for our viewers who might not know about Sky Foundry, how about giving them a little bit of history on it?
Yeah, sure. We started in 2009, and what we are is a software company focused on making tools to help system integrators bring analytics to their customers. So the software automatically analyzes the data that comes out of your building control systems and your smart devices to detect faults and deviations from expected performance, opportunities for savings, basically issues that will help people run their buildings better. So that's our core business.
Yeah, and you're co-founder of Sky Foundry, and for those of our viewers who haven't seen it, I mean, you've guys got an amazing website, lots of blogs. I mean, people can actually log onto the website and see a demo with this software, correct?
Not a live demo. We have a lot of materials in there. We run live demos, live webinars every week. We really think that's the best way so we can interact with people and really help them see how they can use these tools. Because, you know, it's a whole new frontier in applying these analytic tools to the data that we've got out of our systems so that we can help people run buildings better. So it's an important new trend in the industry.
Well, you guys, I mean, and absolutely, I think you guys are leading that. And I mean, one of the things, I mean, we hear a term a lot now called continuous commissioning or constant commissioning, and you guys are kind of right at the forefront of that with your software. Tell our listeners a little bit how that works.
Yeah, and you know, continuous commissioning. Well, how could you and I do it continuously? We'd have to stay up 24 hours a day, right? We can't do that.
Not enough caffeine in the world, right?
Not enough, right?
Yeah.
So the software enables you to do that. So you and I sit down and we express our knowledge, what we're looking for, into the software, and the software looks for it automatically and continuously, never misses a beat, never goes to sleep, never wants to go out for a beer, and it detects these patterns. So it's used in retro commissioning, continuous commissioning. We see it a lot used in monitoring verification, where you have to validate the savings you're getting out of, you know, energy conservation measures. And more facility managers are using it directly to identify, you know, behaviors and patterns in your systems that aren't right.
So you can become very, very predictive with that nature, and yeah, and you guys, I think, really lead the field with that. So tell our viewers, give our viewers the website real quick, and
Sure.
So they can check in on you over there.
Yeah, it's skyfoundry.com, and a wide range of information there, and you can request an invitation to one of our live demonstrations and see how these new tools can really be used. We've had great success in a little over 2 years on the market. Over 4,000 buildings are using our technology, so it's been well received.
Well, John, now you are involved at the forefront of a whole new event, a whole new concept, if you will, the Haystack Connect.
Yeah.
Tell our listeners and viewers a little bit about that.
Okay, you know, and involved is the right word. It's not our show. It's a whole group of people in industry coming together. So, you know, Haystack Connect is an event targeted primarily at the practitioners who are applying smart systems and devices. So we can say system integrators, control contractors, et cetera. And then you might say, okay, well, why does anybody need another event? And, you know, what we find is there's a whole series of events that are, you know, kind of hosted and managed by an individual vendor, and you're going to get a certain viewpoint there. And then there are some that are association oriented, but again, they have a viewpoint. And we were talking with other technology companies out in the field, and we said, you know, where's the event for just the people who are doing this stuff, right? Across the board, all of the issues we run into. And everybody looked at each other and said, you know, there really is an event like that anymore. And so a group of us got together and said, you know, there ought to be one. What do you think? And so volunteers put money and effort and time together to create an event that's not controlled by anybody. It's the community of people who are involved in applying smart, intelligent building systems. And we've had a great response. We've got a whole, you know, about 18 exhibitors have signed up very early. Hundreds of people coming to this, and a tremendous program that, again, it's not controlled by anybody. You know, it's a place where people can really talk about the realities of new technologies and also learn. You know, if you were looking at what technology was available even 18, 24 months ago, that has changed.
Oh,
there are new controllers, new price points, new wireless. Wireless is coming on really strong, not only in the devices, but connecting to cell phone networks. There's connecting to the cloud. There's what we do, which is analytics, of course. There's security. Nobody was even talking about that 18 months ago. And this event has sessions led by experts in all of those fields. So we think it's a really exciting event for the community, and we like the idea that, nobody owns it. It's an open, kind of like how open source is developed in the software world. It's an open platform. Now, it does have a name that we've been told it confused some people. We were also involved in an open source initiative to help define naming standards for the data that comes out of control systems, and that was called Project Haystack. Came up with the name because we got to find these things, right? Find a needle in a haystack. And when we said, we need to create an event where people can come together to find information about all these new technologies and really have detailed discussions, we said, that name fits there too. And by doing that, I know we've been told we confuse some people that they think it's only related to this standard for naming data, and it isn't. It's just about the whole community coming together, and it had to have a name, so that's the name we picked.
I think it's a pretty cool name, and I love the concept. I really do. I think one of the trends we're seeing, John, and see if you concur with this, is the product life cycles are so short now. Meaning that, it used to be you could develop a product, you could take a couple of years, work the kinks out, and you might have a 10, 15-year life cycle on that product. And we're just not seeing that now. We're seeing, like you said, the products come out. We got a lot of new players that are very, very innovative with the technology. So, it's sort of a mixed blessing, if you will. So I like to say there's never been a better time to be a building owner because you have so many choices and so much great technology. But there's a responsibility that comes along with that, which is you got to keep informed, right? And so I think Haystack is perfect for that. So if you're a building owner or in this industry, it really seems like you have the opportunity to come to Haystack, connect with some of the newer players, some of the players that have been around a while, and I think at the very least you're going to get a great education with what's available and what's coming.
Right, and that applies to building owners, obviously, but also to the system integrators. Look, the reality is the technology is advancing almost as fast as the computer and the mobile industry, right? And yet we, as system integrators, are supposed to be experts and the trusted consultant for the owner. How can I recommend to him what he could do with wireless if my information is 18 or 24 months old, because that technology is moving so fast? And that's why there really is a need for this new type of event. We have people that are coming to this, both vendors and attendees and speakers, who have never been under the same roof together before, because the practices used to be so separate. Like some of our lighting players really haven't been working with the building automation system integrators because it used to be lighting was the domain of the electrical contractors. Well, intelligent lighting isn't, right? And similarly with security, understanding enterprise security concerns, it isn't just what's in the product, it's how you're going to work with IT staffs on an end-to-end security architecture. We have to stay up to date, and the Consumer Electronics Show, if you're in that business and you're not there every year, you don't know what's going on. And what we're really doing with this show is bringing the latest technologies together for the system integrators, building owners, facility managers.
Well, how do people get involved in it? So, there are different levels, obviously.
Yeah. Well, the website is haystackconnect.org. Again, to emphasize, this is a not-for-profit, volunteer participation effort, and there's a whole group of volunteers pulling the program together. The speakers, the website work was donated, the PowerPoint templates were donated, etc. Go to the website. Get a view on the vision in the background, and then look at the agenda and just the weight and the people that are coming that fill out that agenda, and sign up to join. Register to attend the event. We still have very few sponsor and exhibitor slots open. There's a link on there for that. But really, right now, we want to make sure the people in the field know what this event is for, why they should be there, why they need to be there to advance their knowledge and understanding of these technologies so they can help the customers that they support.
My guest is John Petze of Sky Foundry. John, tell our viewers and listeners, give us the dates and give us a location if you would. Okay,
so the dates are April 29th through May 2nd. That's 4 days. And what's interesting, we've done something else different there, is 2 of the days, the 30th of April and the 1st of May, are the core sessions, the core event. But the other thing we've done is encouraged and enabled all of the technology vendors to come the day before and day after and have deep sessions, training sessions, new product introduction sessions, sales meetings, the type of thing that, quite frankly, is usually discouraged by other shows. They don't want you to host your own private event. We made it easy for people. So we've got 12 detailed sessions going on by the vendors. Where it is, it's in Chattanooga, Tennessee, a great location, the Chattanooga Hotel, where it's a conference hotel, and we take the entire event. And it'll be interesting to go there. People often say, Chattanooga, why Chattanooga? First of all, it is a great city. It's also a technology leadership city. It's one of the only cities in the country with gigabit Ethernet through the whole city, and they have a very aggressive energy strategy. They're planning to reduce energy consumption by 25% by 2020. So this is a city that gets it, and like we say about the event, they say about the city, it's not necessarily the biggest that are the best and are really leading the way to the future. So Chattanooga's a cool town, and they're really rolling the red carpet out for us. Great people there making this event happen.
Well, I think it's going to be really exciting. Control Trends is going to be up there. We're a media sponsor, so we'll be covering it. Very, very excited about it, John. And hey, great job to you guys for putting this together. I think it's going to be a boon for our industry. I mean, if you study anything about technology or innovation or where good ideas come from, I mean, one of the key concepts is what they call going to adjacent spaces. And I think you guys put it together where people can come together. You're going to get great ideas. I think there's going to be a lot of innovation that's going to come out of this conference just because people are there talking and
to each other. Yeah, absolutely. So
absolutely. Well, great.
Okay.
Well, John, anything else you want to say about either Sky Foundry or the Haystack before we sign off?
The biggest thing is we hope to see people there and really, have a great event by sharing information and help us all keep moving forward and helping our customers.
Well, there you have it. This is my guest, John Petze from Sky Foundry. John, thank you so much. You can see John, me, and probably the most innovative people in the controls industry and systems integration business at Haystack Connect. I'll put a link on the website so you can sign up for that. So, John, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Eric. Really appreciate the opportunity to tell people about it.